Receive my greetings and welcome to the strategic management class. Our today's focus is on the advantages and disadvantages of strategic planning. By by the end of this lesson, you should be able to outline the advantages and disadvantages of strategic planning. Now, but first of all, what is strategic planning? Strategic planning is the process of identifying an organization's long-term goals and objectives, and then determining the best course of action to achieve them. In simple terms, that's what strategic planning is all about. An organization, first of all, identifies the long-term goals or objectives or the vision or the mission. The long-term goals are identified, then the organization determines the best course of action to achieve the long-term goals. So it is a process, and it may involve analyzing the internal environment, the external environment. It may involve identifying opportunities and threats so that the organization can leverage on the opportunities in order to achieve the long-term goals. So what's the advantages, first of all, of that process? Advantages of strategic planning, which is the process of identifying long-term goals and determining the best course of action to achieve the goals. The first advantage is that strategic planning provides a sense of direction. Strategic planning provides a sense of direction. It helps organizations clarify their vision, mission, and goals, providing a clear sense of direction for everyone that is involved in the company. It provides a sense of direction because remember you said that is a process of first of all identifying the vision, the goals. So when that is done, then everyone who is involved in the organization knows the direction the organization is moving towards. So everyone is focused on one thing. There is a sense of direction. So everyone pulls towards the same direction. That's one advantage of strategic planning. Two, it enhances decision making. Strategic planning enhances decision making. Now, by outlining a clear roadmap, strategic planning enables better decision making, and decisions are aligned with the overall strategy, leading to more effective resource allocation. It enhances decision making. Three, improves coordination. Strategic planning improves coordination and communication. It improves coordination and communication. Strategic planning involves collaboration across different departments, collaboration across different levels within the organization, and that fosters a better communication and coordination, ensuring that everyone works towards common objectives. The fourth advantage is that strategic planning is a proactive approach. Strategic planning is a proactive approach. That is to say that it encourages organizations to be proactive rather than reactive. It involves anticipating future trends, anticipating future challenges, allowing organizations to prepare and adapt in advance. You will recall that strategic planning is the process of identifying long-term goals and objectives. So by analyzing the internal environment and by analyzing the external environment, the organization is able to identify weaknesses, challenges, strengths in advance. And then it helps the organization to prepare for such challenges. And that is the advantage of being proactive. Proactive approach. 5, it identifies opportunities and challenges. And what is the advantage of identifying opportunities and challenges? Now, through thorough analysis, through environmental and external analysis, strategic planning helps identify potential opportunities for growth and potential threats to the organization's success. And that allows for proactive measures that are then taken to address the challenges and also to take advantage of the identified opportunities. 6, enhances resource allocation. Strategic planning enhances resource allocation. Strategic planning ensures that resources are allocated effectively to support the most critical initiatives and projects, thereby maximizing their impact. 7, increases efficiency and productivity. Strategic planning increases efficiency and productivity. Now, by streamlining processes, by aligning activities with the overall strategy, organizations can improve operational efficiency and productivity. It may also improve performance measurement. Improves performance measurement. How does strategic planning improve performance measurement? It does so by establishing clear performance metrics and targets, allowing organizations to track progress and make necessary adjustments to stay on track. I remind you again that strategic planning is all about identifying long-term goals and objectives. Now, that long-term goal is a target. That long-term goal is an objective that the organization intends to achieve. So by establishing such clear targets, the organization can then put in place performance metrics, all right, allowing organizations to track progress. So once the target has been set, as the organization moves towards achieving that target, as the organization implements these alternative courses of action to achieve the targets, because we say that strategic planning is the process of identifying long-term goals, then determining the best course of action to achieve them. So the target is set, then there is a course of action to achieve that target. So because of setting the target, it is now possible to measure performance. because that target may be achieved after 5 years, it may be achieved after 10 years. So before the target is achieved, the organization is able to measure its performance if it is on its track towards achieving the target. So that's the importance of strategic planning. Strategic planning establishes performance metrics and targets, allowing organizations to track progress and make necessary adjustments to stay on track. So in case the organization is deviating from the track, in case the organization is deviating from the direction, because the organization is required to move towards a given direction. If that is not the case, then the performance measurement can help the organization to return back on track in order to achieve the targets that have been set. So strategic planning improves performance measurement. So these are 8 advantages. Disadvantages. The first disadvantage is that this process is time consuming. Strategic planning can be a time-consuming process requiring significant effort and resources to gather data, analyze information, and also develop comprehensive plans. That's a disadvantage. 2, rigidity. Strategic plans can sometimes become rigid and inflexible, making it difficult to adapt to unexpected changes in the business environment or changes in market conditions. Because you say that it sets the direction where uh, all people must work towards. It sets the target, and that such targets can be rigid. Because when setting these targets, there are certain unforeseen circumstances. There are potential unexpected changes that may occur in the business environment, and adjusting to these challenges may be a problem because of the rigidity or the nature of strategic plans. There is overemphasis on analysis. Overemphasis on analysis. Excessive focus on analysis and data gathering can lead to paralysis by analysis, what we call paralysis by analysis. It can lead to paralysis by analysis, delaying decision making and action. 4, resistance to change. Strategic planning may encounter resistance from employees who are uncomfortable with change or perceive the process as a threat to their jobs or a threat to their autonomy. There could also be implementation challenges. Implementation challenges. Now, even the best laid plans can fail if they are not implemented effectively. So implementation challenges can arise due to lack of resources, can arise due to communication breakdowns, or any other factor. You understand? It could be challenges these are challenges that arise due to lack of resources, communication breakdowns. It could be as a result of inadequate or ineffective leadership and so on. So it's one thing to have plans, but so another thing to implement them successfully. So there could be challenges with implementing, which could arise as a result of inadequate leadership, poor communication, and so on. There is a challenge or disadvantage related to the cost. Strategic planning can be costly. It can be expensive, especially for smaller organizations with limited resources. The cost can include consultancy fees, data collection expenses. The cost could be in relation to employee training and so on. So strategic planning can be expensive, which is a disadvantage. 7, unforeseen events. Unforeseen events. Strategic plans can be disrupted by unforeseen events such as natural disasters, economic downturns, technological disruptions, and so on. And that can render plans obsolete or require significant revisions. So in this lesson, we have identified 7 advantages of strategic planning. 1, provides sense of direction. 2, it enhances decision making. 3, improves coordination and communication. 4, it is a proactive approach. 5, identifies opportunities and challenges. 6, it enhances resource allocation. 7, increases efficiency and productivity. 8, it improves performance measurement. Improves performance measurement. We've discussed 7 disadvantages. 1, strategic planning is time consuming. It can be rigid. There is some overemphasis on analysis, which can lead to paralysis. 4, resistance to change from employees. 5, there could be implementation challenges. 6, it can be expensive. 7, unforeseen events. So candidates, that's all. And we can say that strategic planning, as much as it may have disadvantages, it also has advantages, and it is a valuable tool for organizations, but it's important to be aware of its potential drawbacks. And by understanding both the advantages and disadvantages of strategic planning, organizations can make informed decisions about whether and how to engage in strategic planning, maximizing its benefits while mitigating the disadvantages. Assignment 1. What are the primary advantages of engaging in strategic planning for an organization? 2. How can strategic planning help in risk management and uncertainty? 3. What are some potential disadvantages or limitations of strategic planning? 4. How can organizations mitigate the disadvantages associated with strategic planning? Thank you. In our next lesson, we're going to study strategy approaches. Bye.